Hello, my name is Randy Sanchez, and welcome to my YouTube channel. While you watch this slideshow, I want to talk a little bit about why I created this channel. A year and a half ago, I was over 400 pounds, which is the highest weight that I've ever been in my life. In the first photos, I was roughly 285 back when I was in high school. But as the photos continue, you'll see that I ballooned up over the years.
I always kept telling myself, you'll lose the weight eventually. As the years went on, I told myself I'd never turn 20 and still be overweight. Then pretty soon I told myself I'd never be 30 and still be overweight. And then as I approached 33, I started thinking really it's now or never. I had been doing okay. When I would go to the doctor, I would never have, bad test results. My cholesterol was okay, my blood pressure was okay. They would tell me they couldn't believe how good my numbers were considering how overweight I was. I felt good overall, but I couldn't do the things that I wanted to do. I couldn't fit into an amusement park chair most of the time. I struggled getting on an airplane. I had a hard time sitting in a movie theater seat. The only thing that I could do was eat. I enjoyed being around family, and my family loved me for who I am. But my weight held me back in many other ways. It held me back in being as confident as I could have been. Held me back in doing things like riding horses or zip lining or many of the other things that you have to reach a certain weight in order to partake of. Food was my everything. Food was the answer to every question. Whether it was time to celebrate because something good happened, or whether I had a bad day, food was going to be the answer to the question. Food was always there for me, and I loved food. I loved carbohydrates. I loved bread. My favorite dish was fettuccine alfredo. I loved eating cakes and pastries and donuts. All of those things that were taking years off of my life and lowering the quality of my life on a day-to-day basis that I would pay for if I continued down that road. But I was starting to get tired. As I grew older, the aches and pains increased. My energy started going down. My body had been dealing with this weight problem for years and years and years, and it was amazing how long it was able to put up with it. But it was getting to be too much. And not just that, I wasn't getting any younger. I was tired of procrastinating. I was tired of telling myself I would do it sometime down the road. I was tired of missing out on life. And I just wasn't going to do it anymore. I'd had the time eating whatever I wanted. I had the time enjoying food. At 33, the time came to make a change. I started changing my diet. I told myself, you had 32 years of eating whatever you want. Now it's time to buckle down and do what's right. I told myself I'm not going to wait till tomorrow. I'm not going to wait till the day after. I'm not going to wait till my next birthday. I'm not going to wait for the new year. The time is not going to be sometime in the future. It's not going to come in this weekend. The time is now. The time is now to change your life. And you have to start now. Not tomorrow. Not in a few minutes. Not on your next meal. But right now. I started doing keto. I started seeing results. As the time went on, I held myself accountable by weighing myself multiple times a day to make sure that I was on the right track. I started cooking for myself. I started looking at what was on the package and making sure that I kept my carbs below 20 every day. I started focusing on exercising. I started making the changes that I needed to make in my life to be successful. I focused on putting in the work. It wasn't about some end goal that I had. It wasn't about, ultimately reaching or having the body that I wanted. It was about showing up for myself every day. As long as I ate right, as long as I worked out, as long as I didn't cheat, as long as I didn't let myself down every day, every minute, I was happy. It didn't matter to me. I knew the results would come as long as I kept showing up for myself every day. I tried losing weight in the past, and I focused on the end goal, and I got fed up with it. I couldn't reach it. It wasn't happening fast enough, so I gave up. And that's what led to me ultimately being the biggest I'd ever been. couldn't focus on that anymore. And as the days went by, I couldn't see the results quickly, but the people around me could. Clothes started not to fit properly anymore. I had to start going out and finding new things to wear. People who hadn't seen me in a while couldn't even recognize me. And there was many times that I wanted to give up. But the biggest thing that kept me from actually doing that is knowing that I would kill to be where I am today back when I first started. A year and a half ago, I wouldn't be able to believe that I achieved what I achieved. And I'm so thankful that I did. I'm thankful to God for being there for me. And I continue on this journey as I complete it with physical fitness and bringing it to the next level.
Guys, I created this YouTube channel for one reason and one reason only, and that is to motivate people to achieve the same thing that I achieved. I didn't think I could do it, but I put in the work day after day, and I made that decision to make it happen, and you can do it too. So please, come join me on this journey as we continue to delve into the motivations that help us achieve these types of goals. For additional tips and guides, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.